Caleb. I'm here today to show you how to add products and tank mixes in the Operations Center. So if we're starting on our main map page, we're going to need to go to the Setup button and find Products. This is where we can manage chemicals, varieties, fertilizers, and also tank mixes. Click on Products. Once we're into the Products page, we have a few different options. Two different tabs here, Products and Tank Mixes. If you're under either one of these, this is going to be the master list of products or varieties that you've added. So if we're going to be making any kind of tank mix, we've first got to have those products in this list. So say we're going to make a new one here. So we got our products selected. We're going to hit the plus button to add a new. You start by filling in the category of what you're doing. So we've got a chemical and it's going to be a herbicide. And let's just do a random one here to add. So Roundup. And then it populates a whole bunch of different options that are currently in the Op Center here. So say we added Roundup. Say we don't find what we're looking for. If we scroll down to the bottom, we do have another option to custom add what we're looking for. So we can hit the plus button here, name it, put a brand, registration number is optional, select the type of chemical it is, and you can go ahead and hit save. And then that'll add that also to your list if you don't find what you're looking for. So then we're just going to add the one product here. So we'll hit our next button. It just shows us here everything is auto-populated because this one was already in the Operations Center. So we'll go ahead and hit save because that all looks good. Oh, let's see. It looks like it's a duplicate. So if you run into that instance, so we'll just we'll change that to 2. Hit save, and now that one will be showing in our master list here. So let's go to make a tank mix now. So tank mixes, hit the plus button. You got the option to start from an existing tank mix. If you want to just build off of something else, that's an option. Otherwise, if you want to start from scratch, you just start here at your application rate. So we'll go 20 gallons per acre is what we're going to pretend to do. Next step, you want to select products. So you can dial it down closer here to a little bit more filtering. So herbicide, and then it made our list a little smaller. So if we just go Roundup, and then we're just looking at all of our Roundup. So here's my Roundup that we added. So we'll add that to the list, and then I'm just going to select a few other ones just so that we have some comparisons here. And we have we're going to have 3 products in the tank mix. We can have up to 6. We're going to hit the next button once we've got the products added that we want to use. Here it has us double check for each of those products that we're adding to this mix. Anything with the asterisk here, you got to have that filled in. So that looks good. This one looks good. So now we'll go on and move to the next step. Hit the save button. So now here are 3 products that we selected. So the next thing we want to do is put in our rate of application for each of those. So we're going to fill in random numbers here. Just for this example, there's no rhyme or reason to why I picked these. It's just to show an example. So we'll put in our rate we were going to use. Make sure you put the correct units. So here we're just going to put in that 20, and then this, let's just put in 5 for this one, and ounces also. So then here's the amount of water that'll be needed, because that's our carrier. If we had something different, we could put that in also. So we're going to have let's say we've got a 500 gallon tank, and the number of acres that we're going to be working, let's say we're going to do 65. This little calculator here tells you how much you're going to need of everything. So the total gallons that we're going to need for our job, and then the total ounces for each of those products that I added in this tank mix. You do have the option to also split out, and it'll show how much you're going to be needing for that second tank or third tank. So tanks 1 and 2 will be a full tank, and then here's my last third partial tank. It gives me a good calculation. And also any notes that you want to put in here, that is also an option. So once everything here that we see is good, we're able to go next. And then we name the tank mix. So I'm just going to do custom test is what we'll name this one. You next also have the option to do targeted crops. So if we wanted to just do, let's just say this one's going to be for corn. Just put the check mark there, unclick that, and we're just going to hit our save button. So now in our list here, we should have a tank mix called Custom Test, and there we go. So if we click on that, there's a lot of the same information we saw when we made it. If for whatever reason we want to change this tank mix, notice there's an edit button down here, and then we can edit, add, change any rates, do whatever we need to there. We just go ahead and hit next and save it.
Thank you for watching. Connect with us by subscribing to Precision Ag Answers on YouTube and following RDO Equipment Company on social media. Visit rdoequipment.com for more precision ag resources and solutions.